I thought it was a good idea to buy a 2015 plate Mercedes E-Class, which with some cosmetic issues. Stupid. Right there guys, new motor, nothing to do with the Golf. So we've still got the Golf. Mrs. is driving that just to make sure that everything's all good with that. If all well, that'll be sold. But in the meantime, I've got to put a front end on this, get it running, probably get it running, then put a new front end on it. She will then, if all goes well with this, I'll daily this, she'll have the X5 back, get rid of the Golf, buy a new car, will be the next video. But in the meantime, let's walk around this car and I'll show you exactly what's wrong with it. Here we are. Nice, beautiful character there. So the first thing I need to do is get this open because it's quite. She's pretty stuck. So I'll get the magical key in a minute for that. Get that open. But yeah, it's not too bad. I need to get a couple of lights for it. Obviously, most of that front end. This side is okay, bar a little key mark or scratch mark there. I've got a nice, beautiful bit of dentation there with a few marks. Most of this, I reckon, to polish out. Hair dryer on this one, pull that out. It's a bit that's gone through to the plastic, but I think a lot of that I'll be able to get out. Or if not, worst case scenario, I'll get a new bumper for it. Shouldn't be too bad. This is the other problem. So this was from the salvage yard done this, but they gave me a few quid back to replace that. So we have got another door coming. So that's not an issue. But yeah, bar that, it just needs a good clean. It just needs a new clean. Oh, and a new dash. And airbags. But, you know, it's not too bad. Dashboard, steering wheel and knees by the looks of it. All the curtains are all good. So nothing there. Oh, we do have a couple of explosions on the old seat belts. So that one's knackered. That one over there's gone. I think passenger's good, driver's gone. That's all locked out, so they need replacing. Right, so first things first, let's get this can opener and see what we can do with this. So now what I need to do is find out where it's latching and give it a little tuggle. What I can see is the old the latch is caught. So hopefully give that a little and see what happens. So difficult to get hold of. I just don't want to break it. Where is it gone? Yeah, that's off. So the latch is off. All we've got to do is find out where it's yeah, I got it. No. Hey, we did it. First thing first is getting into this battery and seeing if it's connected. Oh, sweet. It's not connected. I'll connect it. Oh, we've got clicks. I suppose clicks is better than no click. Unless it's I need a 10 mil. Be right back. Back. Ooh. Right. So that's that. I'll take you with me to get in the car and do the almighty start. Here we are. Here we are. Right, cool. We've got electric, so that's a good start. Ignition on. Oh. Absolutely nothing. You've got a decent amount of electricity, so that's the start, but we just haven't got no... There's a click. I'm just going to get a booster. I'm going to get a booster, I'll be right back. Back with a booster. Right. All we got to do, one of them on there, one of those on these. Turn this bad boy on. And, oh, it's working. Click, click, click. Now, where's the key? Oh, back pocket. It's in the back pocket. Got it. Key in hole, turn, ignition. Picture of car, lovely. Nothing. No, there's a click. Oh, what can that be? Because the bonnet's up? No. What can that be? I'm having regret already. So the ad or the auction said there was no electric to starter. So that's obviously the use, possibly, or something. That looks a bit funny. Always a little electrical thingamajiggies on the battery there. That. That may be the problem. I think that may be similar to a pyro fuse. Well, it is a pyro fuse, one of the two. Right, okay, and because I could see, I don't think I better show you guys, but what I will do, if I can't show you, I will draw you a little picture. So in there, this is, does this move? It doesn't move. Oh, okay, am I wrong? No, because there's no connection there. Okay, I'll be back in like a frame. I'm just going to work out what this is and if it is what I think it is and how it works and see if that's the problem. So yeah, I'll be back. Oh, AFK. Right, I think I was right. So this is a fuse, pyro fuse. And what happens is, this is connected to the...
You recorded it upside down, you muppet.
You know, the brain of the car. And the airbags and all that, the safety system. And then when the airbag goes off, or, you know, there's a collision, a major collision, this will trigger, which causes a little explosion inside here, which then pushes or either breaks or both this metal part of the device, and then what it does, it pushes it out, and then it stops the connection, splits the connection. So what it essentially does is stops you from starting the car. So I don't quite get that, because there's still electric running through the actual car, unless it's a low voltage and they're not really worried about it. Anyway, I think that's the issue. So what I have found is there's these little switches in here. So if I turn them, well, I've got to push this at the same time. I can actually push that back in place. Now, I might struggle to with you guys on the holding this, but I'll do my damn best. I might have to put you down. Oh, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. Right, so inside is these two little, what seems to be like holders. So if I pull them out, I should. There we go. Was that one going? Right. There we go. See, it's gone back in a little bit there. Now, I don't know if this is the right thing to do, so don't go doing this. This is stupid. But if the car starts, it starts. So I think I've done that. We'll find out if it'll work. Now, if it does work, I'm not going to leave it running for a while because I've already moving it here. There's pissed out loads of water. Yeah! She's fired up. She's working. She's running. Oh yes, that was amazing. So yeah, pyro fuse. That needs to be fixed. I'm not going to leave it like that. Engine's running. Think there's water leaking out. I'm going to turn it off. So that is just literally save my bacon. That. Right. Now what I'm going to do is start stripping. We'll start stripping it down. What I can see is this whole slam panel. Goes for a little bit of a drive, a little bit of bends here. That needs replacing, I think. Then, by the looks of it, there's water dripping out of it. So, radiator needs replacing. I think that is either the aircon or oil cooler, one of the two. Not a professional, I don't know. And then somewhere in there should be, oh there it is, I think that's the intercooler. That needs replacing, that whole lot needs replacing. That bad boy needs replacing because that's no longer seeing straight. This one doesn't, but it's very, oh there are no lights on, oh the lights on. These are very yellowy, so I've got a plan for those. Yes, I've got a plan for those. New bumper. Possible new bonnet and wing and door. So order all them, we get them here. I'm going to start stripping it now, so I'll probably montage this because this is probably not that interesting. Let's get all this stripped out. So yeah, I keep saying it, let's do it. So as the grill pretty much fell out on its own, it was just down to me just to undo a few bolts that was holding the existing headlight in, a few broken clamps and brackets. Then once I did that, all was left was to take the two screws out of each side of the bumper that was holding the bumper to the wing. Now these were removed, the bumper was free. Now it's time to remove the other headlight. Disconnecting the wires, the headlight is easily removed. And once that's removed, it's time to undo the rest of the slam panel part that's still in place. Moving on to the 3 bolts that are holding the crash bar to the chassis. There's also another 3 the opposite side. Once they're removed, the crash bar will come straight off. So I've run out of time now, so I'm pretty much squared away. All that's left to do is the radiator pack. We could do that as soon as the part comes in. A couple of little bits and bobs. When we put it back together again, I'm going to take the wheels off and the inner arch lining off. That'd be so much more easier. I should have done it anyway, but I decided against it. Probably made it my life a little bit more difficult, but it's no issue. So yeah, on to tomorrow. Yeah guys, day 2 today. We're working on the Mac. What we need to do today is get the car up, wheels off, inner arches off. That'll help me out a lot more once I'm working on it. Possibly get the slam panel on today. I have to work around the radiator. That hasn't turned up yet. The second-hand one hasn't turned up yet. So I could probably take that off and fit the new one around the slam panel. I probably made my life really difficult, but I just want to work on it, get it done, get it on the road. So yeah, with that, let's crack on. I do apologise, it's going to probably be another montagey thing, but I'll try and talk some over it if I can. So anyway, let's go on.
Driving through the New York rain, roll down my window and let the rain in. You call me by my name, too late to turn home, we chase the night away.
What I'm doing now is removing the old intercooler. Once all the pipes are removed, along with any wiring and sensors, the red pack's ready to be removed. As you can see, it's all stripped, fully stripped this time. Bar the wing and the inner arches, but they're fine. I'm just going to take them out if it makes my life easier putting it back together again. We're still waiting on the rad pack. Once the rad pack's here, we'll throw that on. Rig up all the pipe work. The aircon was already had a hole in it, so that's gone. So I didn't let that loose. That was already damaged. Yeah, rad pack on, slam panel on, lights on. Lights are another story, but I'll get to them later in the video. I'm going to crack on and do the arch now. Get that off. I'm still waiting on that. It's again due here today. So if you don't see me for the rest of the day, it's because the parts were too late to come, and now it's another day. But yeah, stop going on and just get on with it. What I'm doing here is repairing 2 wires that was damaged during the crash. These wires, I believe, belong to the bonnet warning sensor on the latch. Now, once these have been repaired, it's time to fit the new radiator system. Starting off by refitting the cooler pipes for the oil. Now, this is a return and a feed pipe. This is where I've worked out that the new oil cooler is the wrong fitment. So I'm going to remove that and replace it with the old one just for the time being. Once a new part comes in, then I'll swap them over. Now it's time to take the old piping off the second-hand radiator and refit the existing air conditioning pipes. Now with all that done, it's time to fit the new slam panel. This is one part. The slam panel is attached to the crash member. So I'm just going to fit it all in one piece. Maybe a little bit difficult, but it'll save some hassle in the long run. Tap or a kick, she's in. Now there's another 3 bolts either side of the crash bar. Once they're in place, it's all secure. Time to replace that arch. 2 bolts on the bottom, 3 bolts on the top, and there's 1 round the side just in between the door and the actual bodywork. The arch is now removed. Replace it with a new one, job done. Now the new bonnet. And thanks to the missus and the 2 kids for helping with this one. Okay, should come around my way. I've been trying to make you bait. That's just something this is where we're at the moment. Got the lights on. We had a problem with the lights. The little modules underneath was damaged on this side, so I replaced that. That's working now. I've still got to bolt that together, and then all I've got to do is put this bumper back on, and that's front end pretty much done. And I think that's the front end done. A bit of a problem with recording. My phone that I used, it wouldn't connect to the PC, so all the data's stuck on the phone, and I've used all the storage on the phone, so I couldn't record anymore. And then there's a few issues with this, and I was just like, so I missed a bit out, so I do apologise for that. But I'll show you what I have done. I've pulled this dent out on this bumper. Don't know if you can see that. There's still some scuff marks on it, but it's a lot better than it was. It was a proper nice dent there. What I did was heat it up with a heat gun and took this little panel off here and then poked my hand underneath and pushed out with the fingers, and they come out quite nicely. And I also done the same to the skirt, because the skirt here was all dented in. It is a bit shaven there, where it's brushed up against something, but I might repair that. And I've also got another little something going on here, but I wouldn't show you that just yet. I'm going to show you that afterwards. Let me give you a little clue. Yes. So what I'm going to do is crack on with putting this back together. And then I've also got another little something going on here, but I wouldn't show you that just yet. I'm going to show you that afterwards. It's let me give you a little clue. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is crack on with putting this back together. So what I'm going to do is crack on with putting this back together. then give it a wash. And what I have noticed is, if you can see, I don't know if you can see down there, but there is some nice little car park dents here. So I might get a dentless paint remover guy out to have a look at that. I'll see how much that is, because it might be worth just getting a new door. And also this arch, you might not be able to see it because the paintwork's dirty, but this is at some points had a bit of filler work or a spray job, because it's all rippling just there. So one of them's 150 odd quid, so I might replace that as well. Don't know yet. You got to understand, you need to know where to stop, because you can spend money on the car all day long. So this car on a daily, don't really need to spend an awful lot of money on it if I can help it. But I also want it to look nice and sort of tidy. So if it helps me, so if it looks better, sorting out the few panels, that I will. But I don't want to spend too much money on it. At the moment as it stands, I will add it to the screen. It's about £5,000 all in at the moment, or maybe a little bit more now. But it's an 8, 9, possibly 10 grand car, so it's still worth doing. Anyway, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna throw this bumper on, get that all done, throw my little bit on at the end, and then yeah, give it a clean. Ignore the last guy. Right, let's sum it up. The car's spot on, absolutely buzzing with it. There is a few issues still, which I haven't rectified yet. I will do them over time, so I'll probably throw them in other videos. There's a couple of bits. The front bumper and rear bumper need painting. That's still, there's a couple of little scrapes on there they need doing. A few warning lights. Mass airflow sensor keeps triggering, which causes it to go in a limp mode. So I need to sort that out. Eject another injector. But yeah, it's coming up with a fault, but it's not running any differently, so I don't know what the crack with that is. But anyway, that needs replacing. And I've got collision prevention assist plus thingamajig on the front, on the dash, that keeps going off. I think there's a computer on the front bumper that needs calibrating. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm just going to deal with that warning, because the front bumper needs to come back off again to get sprayed, so there's no point doing that. But they're just bits for down the line. Lights. I mentioned earlier I wanted to talk about the lights. I replaced one of the lights and it was 300 quid. The driver's side one was okay, but it was a bit yellowy. In the end, it just looked horrific. It just absolutely, it just sucked. So I bit the bullet. I managed to get a deal for the 2 nice new headlights, semi-new headlights. It looked a lot better than the old headlights. For £900. That's £900 a set. It's insane how much these lights are. It's something to do with they're intelligent, apparently. I don't know what that means, but they're a sealed unit, so I did buy new lenses for the old ones, but it was going to turn into a right pain, so I just didn't bother in the end. So there's the old postman giving me the old wave. So in the end, I gave up, spent on another 900 quid and replaced the lights. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is what I've paid out so far. This is what everything's cost me. I don't want to know. That's it. Jobs are good, and guess you wanna see the car. Montage.
3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Oops.
And thanks for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.